holy crap, we had a lot of things going in this chapter. We already got into Zou, and not to mention as well, Whitebeard's son. Jesus fucking Christ, like, let's get into it, because I will say it first, that colour page that we had, that was a pretty nice one to see, like, a bunch of the old crew members and all that, chilling around, and a bunch of kimonos, because I always thought it was a bit weird that they didn't get anything special for chapter 800, but I guess it's like, hey, we had the new series going on, so fuck it, let's just put it in there and give you the front colour. Wee little stories like on One Piece thing, but it's like, no matter what, it's like, so we get straight into this chapter. Holy fucking shit. Like, I mean, at the start it was just like Luffy and crew, they would just leave this, like, they were getting attacked by giant bits of hail like that. They were trying to escape it. It's like, I love how, like, Bartolomeo's crew has not got a single navigator or anything. It's like, oh, when shit like this happens, because we're just a bunch of gangsters and thugs and all that, we just ring back home just to say our goodbyes and shit, and that's how Mom's doing. Like there's fucking goons there just like ringing up saying, yeah, Mom, like, oh yeah, Mom just said to put some sugar on those bumps. Like, fucking seriously, they're just doing this. Like, how the fuck have they survived this long? Like, I mean, yeah, you got Bartolomeo with his fucking, like, powers and his barrier fruit, but it's like, you can't, like, just survive on, like, on your mom's good luck and all that, and home cooking. Like, I've got to say, these are the most luckiest motherfuckers. And, like, into the point where, like, Luffy's even crying for help, like, I just want Nami. Where's Nami? Like, just screaming out for him. It's like, yeah, they still got a while. I mean, it took them an entire week to even get there, and it's like, when we got to Zou, which I'll get into a little bit, because I definitely want to talk about Edward Weeble. So we was hearing this from, like, Kizaru, where they were, like, finding out that a lot of the, like, pirates, like, of, like, a Whitebeard's crew, like, the Whitebeard pirates have actually been getting taken out, and it's like, there's people still left, like Marco, and it's like, apparently, like, I think, like, 16 of the captains have been down, and it's all because of this, like, person known as Edward Weeble, who is apparently the legitimate son of Whitebeard. And then I was like, the fucking son of Whitebeard? What the fuck? Like, I want to see that. We never knew about it. It's like, and that's where the disputes have been coming from, as he's saying, like, oh, I'm his real son and all that, you're not his sons or anything like that. It's like, ask my mama, I've even got the white beard as well. I'm like, I'm looking at this guy and I'm like, oh dear fucking god, like, I hope this isn't Whitebeard's son. Like, I hope this is just some lie or something, that he's just very strong. I mean, he's got the beard, got, like, all that stuff there, and he's got the giant ass Naginata as well. When I think of Whitebeard's son, I think of someone like, think of, like, Hunter x Hunter with, like, Netero, like that, with his son. He looks like a fucking badass. Like, this guy, he just, like, he's like, I'll do it, for mama, like that, I'll cut motherfuckers up, like, and we see them, like, the mother as well, she's, like, there saying, like, oh, Newgate, like that, it's like, he's a good person, like, I was his lover, and all that, screaming at him, like, they're fucking, like, piling in fucking villages like it's nothing, and even Kizaru saying, like, yeah, we gotta kind of watch out for this, because I love Kizaru, like, he's just there, like, oh, this is a bit scary, like, just seeing that Aussie, come on. People, like, he's like one of the best warlords, like, he's one of the best, like, admirals, come on, you gotta admit that, he's, like, just how he just always takes things, it's just, it's great, I mean, come on. And just to see, like, this guy's one of the warlords, like, he's one of the Shippudens, like, that's kind of the thing, because at the moment we've still got Hancock on there. We've got Buggy, we've got, like, Mihawk, and we got Kuma. Like, everyone else is just being fucking getting taken out left and right like that. So it's about time maybe we see some of the new, like, Shishibukai, and see, what they're up to. And it's like, this guy already showing that he's got some mad power. Like, that's some intimidating shit right there, that he's decimating crew, and that's why they're saying, oh, if we actually go and see, like, Straw Hat, maybe he might be able to get some information where Marco is, and it's like, yeah, these guys seem a little bit intimidating, that, now that they're seemingly like they're going to be going after Luffy, and when we get to Zou, like, honestly, like, we just see that it's like a 1,000-year-old elephant that is just like a giant island. I'm like, what the fuck? So it has like a little bit of reminiscence of that, like, giant island turtle from Naruto, but then it's also as well, like, I'm pretty sure a lot of people thought about that. It's like, if you've seen Toriko, it kind of reminded me, from the bit I saw of it anyway, was like the regal mammoth. It kind of reminded me of that, like that giant ass, like, mammoth that was just like going around, and that's a big ass fucking thing, and they just arrived there and they're like, yeah, we need to see how the crew's doing up there. So I kind of like that we didn't spend too much time on sea. Like, we kind of just went immediately to Zou. It was like, hey, we're fucking here. Like, but overall, it's like, yeah, Whitebeard's, I mean, there's a bunch of scars across like his face, so maybe it might have been like, hey, we just like removed his face like that to make him look like that. I mean, I don't know. Personally, I want to see a little bit more answers with Sanji. What the hell's going on with him? Why is there like only a live thing on there? I want to be seeing some stuff. I mean, I did say it the other days, but it's like, that's really interesting that this is a legitimate son. I mean, even still, like, Whitebeard may have not known about this kid like that. He may have not known that this was his actual real, like, kid at all. Or maybe, like, he saw this bitch and he was like, get the fuck away from me, like, who the fuck you are, like... Or maybe he's just like, he's not. He's just like, this bitch is just living out life just so his son could, like, get big and intimidated because he knew he was fucking strong. And, you know, that's an easy way to get into a Shishibukai, like, sort of position if you're saying you're the son of Whitebeard, the man that could destroy the world. Like, who had one of the most fearsome battles, who was the son of one of the old original 4 emperors. Like, yeah. That's some shit to actually hold up to a title. So... other than that, we got some really good stuff. I really enjoyed that. I mean, honestly, I wasn't expecting to see a legitimate son, if he is a Whitebeard. I mean, I feel bad for the Whitebeard pirates. I mean, they've lost, you know, they lost their father, and it's like, now they're just being hunted down, just to say, like, oh, I'm the true son of Whitebeard, like that. It's like, nah. So hopefully, from the sounds of it, we should see Marco and all them soon. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what, like, they've been really up to, like, because it doesn't sound like they've really been doing anything at all. Like, they've just been, you know, just honouring the wishes of, like, you know, Whitebeard and just Ace, really. Like, they've just been, like, chilling around. So, you know, kind of curious about that. It's, like, what the remnants are up to. So, really enjoy this chapter. Definitely going to give this an 8.5 out of 10. So, let me know in the comment section down below. Are you excited to go into Zou? Like, are you ready to see Kaido? Are you ready to see some of these motherfuckers? What do you think about this, like, this giant elephant as well? Like, this mammoth. Like, what do you exactly think is, like, how did it survive, like, 1,000 years like that? And also, as well, do you think that reminds you a lot of, like, that hotel thing in, like, Naruto and that, Regal Mammoth and Toriko? Like, I'm kind of curious about that. Like, so just let me know in the comment section down below. But that's all from me. So thank you very much for watching as always, and I'll see you guys next time.